I'm just reloading. Alright, I see everybody now, and I am live. Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream of Tales of Irus. If you haven't forgotten our beautiful, beautiful adventure yet. Seems like people have spotted each other now. Oh god. But yes, a wild Ray has appeared. Those of you that are following the stream from other from Crush, I believe, likely can't see me. So to you guys, I'm a disembodied voice basically. Yeah, I suppose. Otherwise, you will be able to see me both on my stream as well as on the Bromance. I call it Bromance. Well, I am on your Discord, so you can find me there at least. Aww. I'm not gonna watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna need. Too much work. You heard it here first. Anyway, we are live and ready, I think. Is everybody ready? Has everybody gotten the snacks, the drinks? Has everybody been on the toilet? Alright. So that means we might have to end early today. We'll see how far we get. We'll see how many. We'll see how many sacrifices there will be this time around. We've already... Indeed. But, without further ado, shall we begin? Grand. Let's change the music just a bit, because it is rather dark. There we go. So, our adventure continues once again. After a night in Rinnerstein, our adventurers spent the day getting to know the city ever slightly, catching wind of a political upheaval between two of the trade lords that are within the city. Gathering further information, they also learned ahead that the bandit issue were larger than expected, keeping the majority of the guards preoccupied with safeguarding the region from the massing bandits. While Federanis accepted a position as a private teacher in the city for a couple of weeks, the others chose to take on a job. While unsummoned, they went back to the garrison at West Pass, where the captain, Nigel Truwell, begrudgingly accepted their assistance, albeit they were given warnings both about their stay as well as the enemy. They were then led to the quarters where they would be resting, and so our group rests for the night, knowing that by dawn they set out to learn more of the bandit activity. Let me move you to your current map. Being led through the garrison keep, you don't. Astrid don't see shit apparently. Do you see anything now, Astrid? Apparently not. Now you see. Now you are no longer blind. There we go. Just making certain everything is right. Yeah. So you are led through these various, or basically outside and then inside another door as you get into the garrison and led upstairs onto a room with plenty of bunker beds. Yeah, bunk beds. Yes, they're not in a bunker, but bunk beds. Yes. You are of course led there by Vera, the drow, who has been following you and showing you to this place. And she motions to the 4 beds over here, and with a low sigh, she speaks once again. You'll be able to rest there for the night. Be ready by morning. See, Vera immediately looks at you, and all of you. You only have those beds. It's bunk beds after all, so there's like a bed on top and a bed below. Yep. There it was. There it was. So... yeah, you will. Quaid, do you also crawl into bed? Vera gives another look to your... Rest well. Make certain you're fresh in the morning. Let's see. Steps out. She steps out. So, do you lie and talk for a time, or... So, guess you take out to play your flute? Okay, anybody stopping him? Alright. Yeah, you don't. Currently not. But you did see other soldiers downstairs. But yes, you. Guess you can roll me a performance. It's. It's horrible, say the least. It's not pleasant to listen to at all. Um, okay. All right. It was around 10:30. So you, so you guys have half an hour of of a horrible concert on flute. Um, okay. Okay. So, so, um, as Gash plays you to sleep, um, more or less, more or less, uh, you do all fall asleep. You go all get a long rest. Um, you sleep calmly, sleep through the night. At times you do hear people coming up and putting themselves to bed as well. Um, but as morning arrives, you're all woken up rather abruptly around 5:30 by the sound of a horn bellowing throughout the keep. Um, Immediately, you hear you hear and see all the guards quickly get up, get their clothes on, and rather calmly move out. What do you do? Okay. It was a little bit melodious. It was the time to wake up horn, basically. Yeah, sure, it can be that. Yeah, definitely. But it is rather early in the morning. The sun is still rising slowly over the trees, not entirely up. Um, as you come out, it is a little bit brisk, a little bit cold. We are in autumn after all. Um, but you all follow suit. Okay. There you are, great. So you all follow suit as you all start to head downstairs, following a few minutes behind the guards as you're orientating yourselves. As you come down, you see some of the guards has already started to begin training, strengthening their sword arm and skill. No, it's not. But yes. Always, darling, always. Oh, fuck you. PG-13, people. PG-13. Not at all, actually. So, this... Yeah. But... You come down, you see that people are already training, people are already starting the day with getting the morning sweat off and going. Yes. Of course you are. Alright. Yes, it's open. Okay. Okay, interesting. But yes, Quaid, you head inside and you see that Nigel is already sitting down with Vera. They're eating their breakfast already. You see there's a few guards sitting in here as well, alongside Jacob, what was his name? Garce. See, Gesh, what are you doing as you come down? See, people are already wide awake and doing their stuff. What? Sorry, what are you lifting? Oh, yeah. Okay, you start to... some of the guys look over the shoulder and look at you and they scoff and shake their head before they return to practicing upon the target dummies. You do spot that they're... Astrid, you can see that the target dummies are likely also being used for arrow or range training. Yeah, archery. But yes, Yusu and Astrid, you two wanted to fight. Okay. How about you, Astrid? Okay, so you're using your actual weapons instead of training weapons. Oh yeah, I was about to say, sure. I mean, sure, you two can kill each other. Quite the family drama, but okay. But yes, there are training weapons that can be used. Alright. Alright, you both take a training short swords. You can roll your normal short swords to fight. So both of you give me 3 rolls. Round 1. That's round 1. I know. Oh, no. That's to the damage. +2 is to the damage. Yeah. So let's see. Give 1 more roll, user. Yeah. It looks like user wins. Yes. There's food placed upon the table. It's not some extravagant food. It's basic bread, cheese, and ham and salts. You can sit where you feel like you should sit. Okay. Not besides the captain. Alright. You do that. Alright, so the rest of you, do you enter as well? Alright. I mean, yeah. I mean, as long there are people that are training throughout the morning, but eventually, as it does near the time for be there for breakfast or not, they do start to move towards the mess hall in order to eat. Okay. Alright. These 3 here enter. That's it there. So Astrid, you keep practicing outside? Okay. The rest of you come inside, you also sit down, you also get some breakfast, and as you eat, you can see how some of the guards are looking at you. Some of them are clearly veterans, others are not so, but they all seem to be acknowledging that you are there, and though you're new and likely not conscripted to the army, you're here to help. Some of them seems to be that they're okay with that, others not so much. Some of them, you can roll me an insight, actually. You can gather that you're getting a sort of stink eye from a few. That you're just there to steal their jobs, basically. Yeah, not false. Roll me intimidation. Okay. Listen. This one more. One of them seems to be slightly intimidated. The rest are like shaking their heads before they return to their meals. Astrid, do you eventually come inside? Alright. Mm-hmm. That way. Yeah. So you head inside, and now you're all getting breakfast. As most people are gathered in here. Actually, you do notice that as you come in, the captain looks at you. He seems slightly disappointed that you were the last to come inside. But he doesn't seem to dwell on it for long. Before he simply stands up, looks around to all of you. As he stands up, you notice all the guards are like directing their attention directly to him. He clears his throat. Well, you all got to do this today. Tim, Garrett, and Fenric, you will be heading to the town. That's where you will be stationed today. Our newcomer adventurers, I suppose, will be heading to scout the woods. The rest of you will help make certain that the garrison keeps being up to date. I noticed that there were a few rocks that were loose on top of the wall, so make certain that those are checked and fixed. Understood? You see all the guards like not. Okay. Say yes, sir. And he nods. Okay, you do a scout salute. Yes, Astrid? Okay. So, what do you do after breakfast? You had been tasked to go to a abandoned lodging camp. And investigate. So, at the stroke of 8, you head out into the wilds. Okie dokie. Yo, go relieve yourself. Alright. Or you can click over on the measurement tool that's on the bar to the left. It's a one that looks like an upside down Q. Welcome back. So you all head out into the wilds once more. We get you to the map. So, I would like everybody to roll me a perception while they're heading through the woods. Alright. Okay. So, Astrid and Quaid, as you're walking through the woods, you do come by some chopped trees that had been chopped down already. But you also come by animal tracks and such. But about an hour into the woods, you find human tracks and wheel tracks. And you find this path that seems to have been taken over by the forest in these later few days, or this later week, where the woods have once again reclaimed the forest ground, as it's not been traveled. You follow them for a time, and eventually you do come by what appears to be a lodging camp. Let me just... Okay, you are on the map. Can you see Astrid? Good. Good. So, you come by this lodging camp. That seems abandoned, definitely. What do you do? That's a user. All right, roll me investigation. These carts, while they aren't old, or to the point where they are rotted away or anything, they do appear to have been deliberately broken and sabotaged. Most of the damage seems to be blunt force. Okay, roll me investigation. You are nowhere near the object to see that. Yes, I'd say that, so you can have advantage. Investigation. There are plenty of tracks here. Most of them are human. There are a few fresh animal tracks. That's really it. What you can really spot. As for you, Quaid, roll me investigation to figure out what sort of blunt trauma there has been done. You have no idea. Because you do. Roll me investigation. Nope. You don't find any blood. You do find plenty of tasty grubs or bugs, really. Yes, as you look through, as you're looking through the various carts, you do come across one cart that does seem to still have items in it. What you have found in the camp so far is pieces of wood that has been left behind, a few axes still in their stumps, and there's a single cart that still seems to have some items in them. Some of these items seems to have been, most of these items seems to have been work tools. Others seems to have been maps and papers that depicts on where to cut and what trees to cut. And then there is a small satchel as well within the crate or within the cart that appears to be filled with rations. Yeah. So collectively, as you walk around for a longer time, searching around, you do slowly over the next hour find signs of actual battle and struggle. You find a few places where there's blood, but where you find it mostly, actually, roll me investigation for that last part, where you find the blood most. Yeah, all of you. Quaid doesn't find it, but the others can lead him to it at least. Where you find the most blood, however, is up behind some of these trees. Walking up there, you don't find any bodies. Up here. Yes. So, you don't find any bodies. You do, however, find plenty of blood. Over quick evaluation, you kind of figure out that this here has probably been where they were all, in some way, unceremoniously executed. Somewhere or another. You're not sure how many dead there were. There's no bodies after all. There are a few scraps of clothes left behind. There is animal prints around in the grass as well. You do find you find multiple animal tracks, bloodied animal tracks that seem to be leading away from the blood scene. I would also also like everybody to roll me another perception. Wow. Astrid and Quaid. Yeah. I'm getting hungry again. You guys suddenly hear twigs. Well, Astrid and Quaid, you two hear twigs breaking to the north of you. You hear footsteps and low chatter seemingly coming your way. So so you can hear the sound coming from up here, this corner here. Yeah, I did say north. It's predominantly north. Roll me. Okay, everybody can roll me a stealth check. Quaid, since you're wearing chainmail, Quaid, you do have disadvantage. Nope. You have to roll stealth. So let's see here. On to the token map so you can see them. So we have a dog. Oh, this is cute. And then we have 4 bandits. Let's see if they're... let's see, perception, that's wisdom. There's 0 in it. Oh, that's not fair. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, everybody but Astrid. As there is one. There's actually one that doesn't spot any of you. There's one guy who doesn't spot any of you. That's the guy in the back. He sort of like stumbles over one of the roots of the stump here. Like, what the fuck? And then he stops as he looks to his mate to go, oh, hey guys, what's wrong? And the dog steps forward and like, you see them starting to find weapons. One of them is staring directly towards you, Yuzu. The dog, or the mastiff, let's see, that's 40 feet. The mastiff runs down here, and then looks directly at you, Quaid. Lowers its front body and growls. They start to walk forward. This guy as well. They talk among each other for a moment as one of them steps forward. All right, you little nosies. Come out, come out. We know you're there. They have crossbows, yeah. They look to one another. They look to one another. You breathe, Pano. They look. One another. Right, it sounds like we got some wannabe heroes here. So why don't we get this out of the way, huh? Everybody roll me initiative then. Yes, make certain to... You have to re-roll then. You click your token. You click yourself and roll initiative. Click on your token, roll initiative. Yeah, on the map. Yeah, it worked. So, So let's put on some battle music. So everybody, top of the round, Yusu, what do you do? You do not have sneak attack since they spotted you. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry. I keep thinking you're rogue, you're rogue, you're rogue. Okay. Okay, who do you shoot at? You miss. Do you have that much movement? You went to there, right? There? Yeah, okay, then you can move back. Exactly. The dog's turn. Charge up to here. Start barking. And start sniffing the air. Again, doesn't find you, Astrid. Bandits' turn. So let's take this guy here. There. Seems to see how far it was. This guy runs down here, and this guy also is down here. So they're gonna start shooting at you, Yuzu. First and foremost. One of them is shooting at Quaid first, though. Misses. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The string on the crossbow snaps. You have to use next round in order to refix it. The next one shoots at Yuzu. Misses. Third one. God damn it. String snaps! String snaps! Last one shoots at Yuzu. 14. Yuzu, does 14 hit you? You take 4 piercing damage as a crossbow bolt sets into you. These two guys down here like, fucking shit, fuck. God damn. Goblin tick, fuck. Okay. Gash, your turn. What a mastiff. And he has to make a dex save. He's +2. DC 11, okay. He takes half damage. He doesn't save it. You dealt 8. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you are. Anyway, I'm kidding. No. Yes. I'm not sure what to say anymore. But yeah, you breathe your fire at the poor mastiff as it dies. Bonus. Bonus. Okay. Alright. Astrid! Do you come out of hiding? On who? Okay. Yeah. It deals an extra d6 damage. So if you hit, you'll deal 1 damage. Yeah. Okay. Obviously. You hit. Nope. You have already added. You click your Hunter's Mark and went 1 damage, so you already added it. Yeah. If you look at your Hunter's Mark, it says 1. Yep, he's still standing. He grunts and curses at you. Where the fuck did she come from? Guys, there's another! Alright. Quaid. Yep. Quaid. Okay, so Quaid starts running. You can use your action to dash, which means you run for 60. No, the normal is 30 for humanoid beings. The dog could run 40 because he's a dog. Yes. Hunter's Mark uses a spell slot, yeah. But then you can move the Hunter's Mark for free as a bonus action. If the target dies. Yeah. Yeah. So, Quaid. What do you do, Quaid? Okay. Yeah. Okay. It will not give you any. I mean, sure, you can do it. You can do it, but it won't give you extra protection. If a crossbow bolt can easily pierce through a piece of wood. Unless they hit you somewhere else and you're not quick enough to defend yourself. Yeah. Yeah. You just gave me an idea to a new magic item. Yeah. Yeah. So, Yusu. This guy has cover from you. No, sorry. Yeah, these two here have cover from you. Okay. It's kind of sad, isn't it? No. Dueling style doesn't work on bows either. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. It's alright. But yeah, that misses. Okay. Yeah, you can. Alright. Bandits' turn. The guy that you shot Astrid is gonna try to shoot you back now that he sees you and you fucking shot him. 14? That just hits. So you take exactly. You take 3 piercing damage. Um. So, this guy's eyes follows you, and he sees you, Quaid, and goes, "Oi! Watch out! One of them is coming!" He runs over here to get cover as well, and takes a shot at Quaid. He misses. Yeah, you have to. Yeah. You have to roll 10 plus your what's it called? Plus your spell modifier. Yeah. Oh yeah, also that, yeah. Yeah. You roll a d20. You basically have to roll above the damage, so it shouldn't be too hard. Unless, of course, you roll a natural one. That's... It was your wisdom modifier. Oh, your spell modifier. What? Just a moment. I'm checking your sheet. Spell safety. So that's wisdom you're using, and your wisdom is 2. So you have 3. So you just barely make it. It's still a comical look to it, I must say. Yep, you remove the bad roll. So, yep, he misses. For fun's sake, we can say that it gets stuck in the piece of wood that you picked up. You don't get any armor class from it. No, it's not yet. He didn't take any damage. So, yeah. Gesh, your turn. Are you gonna dash? Oh shit, I forgot to move this guy, sorry. Okay. Yeah, it's not so much that that he feels insulted. It's more like, what? Like, ow, 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 ow. Yeah, basically. Okay. Asteroid. What do you do? Yep. Here's half cover. Yeah, you can. If you dare. You hit. Yep. Okay. You shoot him, you come up point blank, and almost in a Matrix style, you score by him and just go, hello, and shoot the arrow as it pours straight in through one of the eye sockets and out the side back of the back of his head. He looks shocked as he falls to the ground dead. Probably could, yeah. Quaid. The other guys, this guy looks up to his fallen friend and says, "Billy!" Okay. Yeah. No, throw the hand out, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you hit. You lodge a hand axe into his leg. Fuck! Yusu. Okay. Yeah, Jesus Christ. You hit him. And yeah, no dueling. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you should just one up your Astrid. So oh no, you didn't. You didn't even need to. He's super dead. He's super dead. So you fire an arrow as he stands up and shouts for Billy. You take the chance and shoots. And what? Yeah, okay. You fire the arrow. It finds true as it tears through the throat and the vocal cord. So as he's shouting for Billy, it turns into Billy. It falls forward. And these guys have finally fixed their freaking weapons. Yeah, takes an action. Yeah. Oh, shit. Actually, the one who seems most dangerous are the rangers, so they're gonna shoot for Astrid. 18. Apparently, you just got hit with 4 piercing damage. And you have to roll me concentration. And 1 for Yusu, and Yusu. As you shoot, as he shoots the arrow is not on, or the bolt is not on correctly, and it flies astray basically, and plumps into this tree trunk over here. It's like fuck, and the 2 of them look around and say, "Shit, we got it to the boss, gotta dash!" And they start to. Dash. I would say one of them has 10 feet less because he has an axe in his freaking leg. So, Gash, your turn. You could. Ha! Bitch! If the target dies, the hunter's mark lingers on the target until you move it. You have to use a bonus action to move it. Sure. An Astrid on the other. He goes like, well, that's unfair, I'm allergic! This bit is just getting bizarre. Astrid! Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. hit him once in the chest and once in the gullet. Yeah, you hit him once in the chest, and he buckles. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you hit him once in the chest, and he boggles over for a moment and starts coughing heavily. It seems like you might have hit a lung. But he's still trying to run away. Quaid, your turn. Okay. Roll your attack. So you throw your hand axe at him, and you hit him straight in the back of the neck, as he topples fall over, limp and dead. Yusu. Oh, okay. Yusu. No. No. If you... What the point? Yes, what the point? You can get out of the screen, yeah. So he's gonna turn around. It's like, fuck. And he's gonna shoot at. So, no, he misses. he shot a Quaid. Exactly. Basically. He saw Quaid suddenly chop down his friend with an axe, so yeah. But he runs. He technically he's out of the screen, but I'll give you all one more round since he's just 5 feet out of the screen. It takes an action to dash, not a bonus action, unless you have the ability to dash with a bonus action. It's Gesh's turn right now. Yeah, 45. Okay, chum. Oh, so no, you can't charm the person. He would technically also have an advantage on specific throws. You gonna insult him? Okay. Astrid. What are you gonna do? Yeah, that won't reach him though. So, as he's running away, you aim your longbow and you take the shot. Your arrow finds true as it lands straight in the back of his skull. He topples far over, the arrow currently in his chest as he slams onto the ground, chest first. The arrow on his chest is pushed further in and through his torso and out the back. He topples forward, rolling a few yards as the arrows lodge into him, breaks. And he lies there, dead, cold. It's an exit move from the previous arrow. I'm gonna shoot you so hard. Damn, boy. Okay. You start. You cannot recover the arrows on this guy. They are broken. Alongside Astrid's? Oh, your crossbow bolts. These guys have crossbows as well. You just gathering a stack. No, the crossbow bolts are fine. No. They have scimitars. Okay. Okay. You can pick crossbow bolts out. There are 80 crossbow bolts in total here. They all have 20 crossbow bolts each. As for arrows, Astrid, you can gain back 2, I'd say. Yeah. No, you won't. You can. You threw it so hard, it got deleted. No. Yeah, so. Yes. So, you start to check the bodies back and forth. In between all the bodies, you can gather 1 gold and 25 silver. Nope. I said between all the bodies, that's 1 gold and 25 silver. You do the math. Yeah. 10 silver is 1 gold. So, exactly. Fighting forward to Calgon. Well, there isn't that, but there is no copper. It's silver. Looking otherwise through the bodies, you... The guy that can turn into anything and just vanish takes the money. Anyway, looking through the bodies, you do find, well, the other belongings. You find their clothes, of course. Mess kits. You find a couple rations, bolts, and weapons. Some of them defunct, some of them not so much. You also find on each of them an insignia that looks like a spider crested within a moon. Yep. Okay. Yeah. A scimitar is a martial weapon. Yeah. You've probably been out here for around 2 to 3 hours. She doesn't. You don't really need to roll if you have some. Yeah. Sure. If you help each other, you can roll survival with advantage. Okay. So Quaid. Yeah. Okay. So Quaid rolls it. That means, you have been out here for about 3.5 hours. You went out at 8, so it's around 11:30. And as for scimitar, it's a martial weapon. It doesn't need its own proficiency. Its properties is finesse and light. Okay. You can add a scimitar to your inventory. So, having defeated the bandits and their dog, poor doggo, I don't know. You are planning to track Certainly is. So how many? So how many are going? All right. Okay. So you start to follow the tracks, the direction that they came from. It's a trail, certainly. Astrid, didn't you take damage? Yeah, I can see it on yours. Don't know why I can't see it on yours. That's right. There we go. Okay. So, as you trek through the woods. No, I didn't. Oh, apparently it turned off itself for some reason. Yeah. So, I couldn't. So, trekking through the woods for a time. You go through narrow wood roads that is not really easy to spot. As you follow the tracks as best you can. It takes about half an hour or so before you actually start to hear sounds in the woods. And looking through some of the trees, you also see a couple columns of smoke rising. Roll me stealth. All of you. You didn't set you didn't say that you were moving ahead of the others. You did. All right. I'll accept the abandon. Fine. Okay. So you say you move a little bit ahead, and as you get closer, you tell people to get down, and that's where the stealth comes in. Getting closer, however, some reason Quaid gets stuck, or gets his ringmail stuck in a branch, or his chainmail stuck in a branch, and it cracks and lets out a loud rattle. And he drops an axe on his foot. No, I'm kidding. But you do move ahead. Alright. So you do move ahead, however. Eventually, Yuzu and Astrid, you do find it quite hard to really stealth with Quaid there. But you do think you two at least are not being spotted. If nothing else, Quaid has made certain that they are not putting eyes on you first should you have been spotted. As you come across the bandit camp. You come across a bandit camp. It seems to have been set up quick. It doesn't really appear that this is like a formal, this is where we're staying all the time kind of camp. You see there are bandits moving around, there are tents and campfires. There are dogs, mastiffs, mingling with these bandits. A few of them are talking, and what do you do? You can, let's see. Yeah, you can count that. You can count that outside of the tents. They're probably around 90. No, you can't look into the tents. They're closed off. You do also spot, however, a minimum of 19 here. So a small, actually a good force here. You also see some of the wood, some of the stolen lumber that has been stashed here. Some bandits are walking back and forth, taking lumber for their own fires, but also like stacking them up properly and seemingly preparing them for further transport. Before you go. No, Quaid, you don't need to roll stealth. That's a mastiff. Let's see, it's 3. I'd say 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 17. That's 17. However, the mastiff. Actually, I need to keen smell something. Actually, has advantage on it, so I have to roll it again. Sorry, so 15 instead. The mastiff has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell. The mastiff turns around and it walks a few steps over here before it starts to growl. Some of the others, bandits, are like, what's wrong, King? What's wrong? And they start to gather around. As such, they don't see Astrid. Astrid is likely down on the ground and Yuzu is behind a tree. And guess. But what they do, however, see is the glimmer of chain, and they all start to brandish their crossbows as the dog takes a stand. Another guy here takes a look over the shoulders of the others and awaits orders. He also seems to start taking hand around a crossbow. The people over here say, "Hey, you! Come out in the light where we can see you, or we're gonna set the dogs on you." This seems to be direct there, you, Quaid. Oh, do you? So, does Quaid also run? But do you run like the others? Okay, so you start to run, while the others also start to run. I want Astrid and you to roll me another stealth. Since you're running, you have disadvantage. You're running. You're basically running through tall grass, twigs, and rocks. Don't mess with me. Okay. Okay, you two doesn't seem... Actually, let's see what the Mastiff says. Woof woof. Oh. You are found out. Only by the dog, but the dog does begin to bark, and several of the bandits are now are now setting off to chase after you, together with the dogs. Guess what are you going to do? Mm-hmm. You can prepare an action, yes. Okay. So, okay. Definitely. So, everybody roll me a new initiative. I need to assume. There we go. Have the bandits move as a group because there's so many of them. So we will hold the turn order here. As you guys start to dash for it, you hear how the bandits and dogs are suddenly chasing you throughout the woods. It doesn't take long before the dogs catch up to you. Or catch up to you, Gesh. Let's move to the world map, that's easier. Before the dogs catch up to you, Gesh. Yep. Oh, shit. For some reason, yeah. I guess you're gonna have to stay here on this map then. Sorry. You have to stay on this map. TC13 for the dogs. So I'll see. It's 4 dogs. Constitution save. Two of them makes it. Yeah, 2 of them makes it. The other 2 are pushed 10 feet back again. Yeah, that rolls by itself. Yep. Have it here. There. Alright. Chased through the woods. Those were the dogs. Wait, dude, keep running. That's true. We'll say you are out of the map right now, don't worry. So you keep running. The closest dog, they seem to be, I mean, Quaid is the one in the back. No, not Quaid, sorry. Gesh is the one in the back right now. They seem to be primarily. They seem to mainly be surrounding Gesh at the moment. $15 feet. Okay, for your hand axe. You throw a hand axe, roll me a d6. Roll me a d6. Okay. 3. Oh god. Okay. Let's see. How many are surrounding Gesh at the moment? It's only 2 dogs. I guess so. I'll have to roll a d6 then. Okay. 1 to 2 is a dog. 3 to 4 is Gesh. 5 to 6. It's the other dog. Gesh! He's only struck by a hand axe. You're starting to get surrounded by the dogs that did not get knocked back, and suddenly, as you're about to turn around to run, a hand axe suddenly flies towards you and settles into your shoulder. You take 6 slashing damage from that. Yeah. You take the damage, so that's 6 slashing damage. Oh, almost top damage. Oh man, okay. Okay. Yeah. Astrid. Help Quaid or help with 5 more dogs coming in. Okay. A hit. The dog's dead. Basically, yeah. It's quite the sight, guys. You almost see this dog prowling onto you, and then just arrow flies by your head and straight into its neck. Gesh. Okay. Yeah. And 2 of them died from your thunder wave. Okay. You slash at it, and while it whimpers, it's still not dead. Alright, the bandits' turn. Let's see. How many crossbow? Yep. So one on the closest on you, Gesh. So it's 1 on you, Gesh. So you take 7 piercing damage. He's knocked out. Yes. Yes. 1 more is fired at Gesh. As Astrid and Quaid are the next ones in sight, the next one goes to Astrid. Misses. Then Quaid Quake to a hit! Yes, Gesh went down, and he's currently being guarded by a Mastiff, and the bandits are closer to him than you are. And the last one goes again for Astrid. Misses. No, Astrid is yeah, that's a 9. Quaid was the one that took damage that round. Yusu! The last thing you see of Gesh is him suddenly being hit and then vanishes beneath some bushes. Alright. Alright. So. Very well. Of course. So, top of the round. Question to you all: Are you gonna run away? Okay. The dog that was struck by Gesh is staying by Gesh's side at the moment, while 4 of the dogs rush past and towards Astrid and Quaid and Yusu. They are currently they are currently for you 20 feet away. Oh yes, yeah. For you, that would mean they are 40 feet away from you. Yeah, they're 40 feet away from you, Yusu. You don't know. Quaid. Yeah, you use your action to dash, not to stealth away. That's a rogue skill. Quaid, what do you do? You still have a chance. You still have a chance to get away. Okay. Quaid is dashing as well. Astrid. You can roll an insight. You are at a distance, so I will say you roll with disadvantage. So you still roll with disadvantage. You roll with. You can't tell that. You can't tell the intent. The way the way the dog is standing over Gesh's motionless body at the moment looks slobbering and ready to bite down, get some chow. But you can't get a clear sight. You cannot even hear what orders they're shouting to the hounds. Yeah, you can. All right. Wow. I'm gonna give this to you. How are you gonna kill this doggo? How are you gonna kill this mastiff? Okay. You hit it right between their eyes as it whimpers and falls dead on top of Gesh's body. And then you run. Okay. Gesh, give me a death save. One failed. That's one failed. Bandits. Yusu is out of reach. So they can't reach him. They can still reach Astrid and Quaid. So that's 5 arrows. Let's see. First 3 will be for Quaid. Yes. This arrow by the ears like, oh fuck, no! Yeah. 2 for Astrid. Ah. 2 are down! I feel like a great DM. No, I'm kidding. Don't sue me. So, 2 down. 2 has gone down. Yes. 2 has gone down. So you look over your shoulder. You don't see Astrid any longer. What do you do? Okay. Okay. Alright. So you're all running now. Except for... except for death row people. Alright. So you 2 are... So 2 of them are... Yes. Okay. So... Yusu and Quaid, you run. And eventually you no longer hear the dogs hunting and hounding behind you. Astrid and Gesh, give me a death save. Yeah, you sure those were the right priorities? So, going to the world map, as we are ending. You don't know if you're dead. But, so. Because you did a dumb. Wow, okay. So, okay. I suppose, yeah, maybe. Don't quote me on it. So Quaid and Yusu, you run and you narrowly actually get away from the dogs as their barks and hunting fades in the distance together with the bandits' shouts. You do not know what happened to your brother and sister, but right now you are focused on surviving. and such, you run as fast as your legs can carry you, and eventually you reach the garrison keep. There. Oh? Okay. So you do go back to the garrison. Okay. All right. So before we figure out what happened to Asplit and Gash, Quaid and Yusu, you come back to the garrison keep, and you see people are training there. There's not so many out. You see people are like out on patrol and such. What do you do? Okay. You run, trying to find the... Lo and behold, yes, you found him. He seems to be currently in conversation with Vera and Jacob. The captain turns his head and looks at you. Okay. Yep. Attention is definitely upon you. As Nigel stands up from his from his chair. Just and steps to the side. What's the meaning of this? You got captured. And you... Did they spot the rest of you? So they know that you know where their camp is. Well, they're either unconscious or they're dead. killed 2. No, actually, you killed 4 dogs. And Gesh killed 2 dogs. Considerable force in the woods, I would say. It's more than a... Your job were to scout and find information, not engage their camps. How did they spot you? Well, this certainly is a mess. Well, this certainly is a mess then. Roll me persuasion with advantage for that rant. Holy shit! You have advantage. You have advantage. Long live advantage, eh? Potentially it also means that he can roll a 0. Literally a 0. Yeah. Okay. He looks at you for a moment and ponders. Very well. I foresee that you may be right. How far away is it? It took you half from the lodging camp. It took you half an hour to reach it on a walking speed. About an hour. Means I at least have had 3 hours so far. Very well. We can't move the horses through the woods, they're too dense. At least not in charging formation. We'll have to travel by the roads in order to make time. We'll take as many of the garrison keep soldiers that we can without leaving this place undefended. Are you ready? Very well. Very good. So. Convincing the captain to go with you in order to head back and save your siblings and take these bandits into custody. You start to head back. Back at somewhere else, however. Gesh and Astrid are kept alive, patched up. Just for fun, Gesh. Just for fun, Gesh. Just for fun. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, you would have been just for fun. You would have been dead. Yeah. He is in critical condition. So is Ashford technically, but you are now being patched up and back to health, at least, so that you are just barely with. You wake up, both of you. You wake up bound, with 1 health, yes. But you do not wake up in the camp that you attacked, or that you came to. So let me move you. Roman. You are currently bound, Gesh, on hands and feet. Why won't it let me move you? There you go. You don't have your weapons on you. So, Astrid. Oh. So let's start with you. Let's start with you, Crate. Not Crate. Yes, he is. There we go. Yes, you're a spirit captain. So, Gesh, you're back to 1 HP. You wake up in what looks like a storage room. In here you see there is food, there's barrels of pickles and water as well. There's 2 chests and other stuff in here, cloth and such. But you find yourself gagged and bound on hands and feet. Nope, you're hog-tied, basically. Yep. Okay, you're looking for something sharp. Alright. Roll me a perception. Looking for something sharp, you find very little in here. There are wood shards, there aren't any knives or such in this room. The edge of the golden edge or gilded edge of one of the chests seems to have a little bit of an edge to it. They are locked closed. Mm-hmm. Okay. Roll me an acrobatics. And it's... Literally. Now they can hold chair for some reason. You do manage somehow to get over to the chest, and you start your attempt to get free, so you can roll me a sleight of hand. I have... Fuck. But yeah, you begin. It's gonna take you a while, as the edge of the chest isn't as sharp as you'd hope it would be. Meantime, yeah, your hands and legs are behind your back, mate. Yeah, I know. Okay, got it. Okay, Astrid, you come to in a soft, pillowy bed. Um, okay. Um, you find yourself. You still have most of your clothes on, your pants, your shirt, and such. But your weapons, yeah. But your boots, your gloves, your cloak, hood, and your weaponry is not here. And then you hear a voice as you turn around and look. Ah, seems like you're awake now, eh? You hear a chair scrape against the floor as a man stands up. Reddish mutton chops, full head of hair, and a wicked grin across his face. He brandishes. No, maybe you don't know. He stands up and he looks at you. So, what brought you to our little operation here in the woods, little lady? Oh, really? You know, out for a stroll and killing some of my dogs and carrying so many weapons. Oof. I don't really see that as a stroll. And use them, apparently. A woman after my own heart, I see. What's your name? What's your name? Rome. Are you trying to be serious? Yeah. God damn. Silly bitch, no. Yeah. He looks at you and sighs. Well, makes it funnier when they don't talk. He takes out a needle. No. He takes out a needle and sits down on the bed beside you. Are you sure you don't? It's a needle about the size, about 5 centimeters long. Yeah, a thin 5 centimeter long needle. So, are you sure you don't want to talk about it? I'd hate you to get uncomfortable. You know what I'm talking about. What were you doing near our camp in our woods? And Imagine so suspicious.
Well, me and my friends, we were on a hunting trip, and when we came to the camp, we hit careful. So we didn't check what we were doing there.
And instead of obliging and coming out as you were called out to, you chose to run away.
Yeah, you look really shady.
Thank you. Roll,
Welcome.
roll me deception, though. But I don't believe it was just a hunting trip. He takes a needle and then he wrestles you onto your stomach and gets to your hands. You see where this is going? Nope. He takes onto your hand and he forces one of your fingers into his clutched fist. Brings a needle and gently scrapes the dirt that's beneath the nail away. Are you sure you're not ready to, talk a bit?
Can I have some time to think about it?
He starts to prick you with a needle just below the nail. I have business to attend to, so I'd really like you to talk quick.
Yeah, well, my all around right now, I can't really get my thoughts. I'm delusional for being passed out.
Well, let me help you then. And he pushes it in just a little. A shock of pain runs from your finger out through your body. Roll me a Constitution save. It's painful, incredibly painful. And you can feel like how he's wiggling it around ever so slightly, irritating it further. I'm waiting, little girl.
Well, if you don't believe me, what do you think we were doing?
I think you were here to spy on us. Perhaps for the city guard. Oh no, there's people out in the garrisons as well. Are you sure you don't know anything about it?
I stick to my story.
Roll deception. You have disadvantage. You roll deception.
I had disadvantage.
Yeah, because of the pain.
Anyway.
I hate it when the. Actually, let me just. Where are you? There are you. He also has a really bastard of a name. Shit.
Bastard of a name.
+3 to insight.
Is it a bastard of a name? It's really ironic or something.
No.
Razor Jackson.
Ah, well. Seems like you're still not telling me the truth, so he pushes it in about about 5 millimeters further. Roll me another. It does hurt. Roll me another Constitution save.
I feel like it's something like screaming through my body right now.
I'm gonna take the needle and shoot inside.
He's mine. He's mine.
Well, he's,
We know what he does before.
I will it's all my fun.
So, okay. It is still painful, but this next push, after you've made a little bit of wiggle room, it's not as painful, but it's still painful. You can feel how it's getting closer and closer to the root. You know, after I'm done with this nail here, I'll just begin on another. Perhaps I'll even start with your feet. Oh. So, are you sure you still don't want to talk? Let's try another. What were you hunting then? Roll me deception. You have disadvantage. Roll me another Constitution save as you say deer and he pushes it even further. This time. Yeah. Yeah, basically. It is still painful, but this next little bit he doesn't really reach far in. Perhaps I should try another technique. I have a branding iron. How does that sound? I do like to know which one of my ladies are mine. Would you like to be my lady? Well, then you better start talking, Half-Blood. No, it's a statement. That's because you're shit at lying. Room deception? Oh yeah, with this. No, actually, not with this advantage because he made the save there. The Constitution. Right. You're the worst liar ever. Well, he stands up and retracts the nail. If you aren't so willing to sing for me, maybe your lizard friend is. Do you Astrid say that? Oh, we shall see. It's not the first time I peel the scales of a dragonborn. You hear the door open, Astrid, and the door close again and lock. No. Your feet are tied together and your hands are tied upon your back. Looking around, you see there's not much in the room. There's a table with a pouch on it. There is a chest in the corner. There's a fireplace and a chair. There's a... No, the fire's currently not on. There is a weapon rack in the room. However, it is empty at the moment. Despite that it displays weapon, it's the only model I can find. Sorry, guys. There's two color carpets. There's a red rugged carpet and a wolf rug lying on splayed out on top of it.
Well, there's one thing I can do, seeing as I'm uptight. I try to get my feet over my arms. You know, like getting my arms in front of me.
Okay, you can roll me an acrobatics. The way that you're tied seems to make it impossible for you to do it. Yeah. It's not the first time they've tied people up, apparently. Gash, you hear the door unlock into your room. You can feel how your binds around your feet may soon actually be perhaps capable to be torn apart, but you're not certain. Okay. Door opens and you see this man enter the room. Hello there, little one. Ah. Well, are you still asleep? Do you? Roll me, I would say, performance? Or actually deception. You're trying to deceive him. Huh. $20. Right then. Well, I guess I'll just get started. Wake you up a little. And he leans down. Guess roll me a constitution save. Yes, you feel as he puts or forces a finger beneath one of your scales, and he tears it out. Ah. Ah. Seems I woke you up, huh? How have you slept? And it gives you a few slaps on your chin. I'm pretty sure you slept very well, right? Yes. Oh, yes, I understand. Yes, I'm sorry we didn't have better accommodations, but your lady friends needed the space and the bed. Just fine for now. Don't worry. You know what? Shall we make a deal, you and I, huh? I want answers. I want the truth. Yeah. This is not his first rodeo. So I want to know if you come from the Garrison Keep. You know, from West Pass. Try not to talk while you're tearing up, alright? One word at a time. One word at a time. Carefully. You know what? You can just nod or shake your head. Are you from the Garrison Keep? Roll me deception. Roll me deception. You have disadvantage due to the pain. Oh, it did roll. Oh yeah. Odd. Alright. He looks at you. I see how it is. Well, okay. He takes on to another scale, a different part of your body, and tears it out. Roll me a Constitution. Astrid, you can roll me Perception. Okay, you don't hear anything. No. Alright, let's try this again. Are you from the Garrison Cape? A simple yes or no is fine. There's a lump of wood behind the cloth. There's a lump of wood in your mouth that's being held in with a lump with the cloth that's bound around your mouth. No. So you're saying you're not working together with the Garrison Keep at West Pass? You see, you lied before, and that's the issue. Roll me deception. You have disadvantage. Constitution's over 3. Oof, that's bad. He looks at you. You're saying you're not working with them. Well. But you were at the Garrison Keep. Yes or no? And that is where you lied before. So that one I blatantly can't trust. Do you know what happens to people that lie to me? I know, you don't know anything. You've never met me, never heard of me, yes. So let me show you. Easy now. Let me show you what happens. Alright? He takes out his dagger. And gently he starts to draw it first beside your nose, up across your cheek, then up to one of your horns. And he goes ridge by ridge of your horns until you get to the outer ridge of your right horn. I've always wanted to sell a dragonborn horn. Why don't we try and start? Are you okay?
No matter what you heard, that place needs domed help with potency.
Okay. He starts going to work on your horn. It's painful and it's taking time. Give me a constitution save.
He's handling it like a boss. Please, kick his ass now.
Something just feels snaps and gets his head and he's like, this is something.
Yeah.
Too much of the white powder before starting.
Ooh. And so he continues for a long while. And you'll have to make another save. As soon as you're ready to talk properly and not lie to me, we can stop all this. It continues to take a long time. Roll me another constitution save. You seem to be getting to the root of the tip of your horn right now. So you talk. You'll tell the truth, and only the truth. Oh. Well, in that case, he takes out the dagger. There's a bit of blood on it. I suppose my little horn setting will have to wait. And he removes the cloth and lump of wood from your mouth. Good. So, Artemis. Roll me deception. That's help him. I see. Oh. It's just one issue with that story. I asked your sister as well. She said you'd never been at the keep. One of you are lying in. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. One of you are lying indeed. Here's a dick. Here's a total dick. One of you are lying indeed. Yes, easy. Now. Oh, yes, of course. Protect. I get. Understand. The family is important. I also have to protect all of these people here who killed them. I don't know what you were doing there. And they didn't shoot at them. They got hurt. And killed our pets. They advised you? They didn't. So they trying to play with you because you were there to play. You know, it's rather unfair you then kill them. Now, oh, you can do magic. One of my that's why you're a little bit up. What's that? Yeah, too. What is passive perception? 10. He's passive perception. Yeah, seem to know. Okay. I asked one of you for the simply done. I need to set an example after all. Right. They're tied through and across two of you that are actually locked together. At his legs, yeah. Roll me an athletics. I'm sorry. Throw yourself back and make note that you kick him. Back as the rope doesn't. One of your rope coming loose. That's bad. See me. And his hand. Hope makes done to reach. Alright. No punish now. Ashford, what do you do? The door down. Okay. Oh, you're gonna half feet. Looking for sharp rolling perception. Take a look, try and sharp. The sharp part is Wolf Rock. You also spot it looks like a letter, a correspondence, a stack of coin. Yeah. That depends. Read Undercommon. The drow woman. No, Undercommon. Alright. Old note. What is Kramer? The shipment was sufficient. Still need material. Primary weather and get metals our work better. Certain of your other allies. The bandits are doing double. Everything which will come in. Find. Alright, roll me ahead. in the time you are doing, and you start yourself free. It's actually meant to be free unlock. Do you do it? Okay. Seems my stream is lacking. Okay. You can do that, yeah. As such, the door opens. The first one you see enter the room is Gesh being thrown in and onto the rock. The man comes in, locks the door behind him. Did you take the ropes that you unbound? Okay. Roll me a stealth.
RNG is such a great. I'm on a roll right now. No jinxes.
Okay. Seems your sister is hiding. Mind calling out for her? Yeah. Sometimes this boy. Yep. Do you react, Crush? Oh. Maybe you're not calling loud enough. And he rips out another. Roll me a Constitution save. Guess rolls another Constitution save. It's painful as he rips out another scale. Well, there's two truths being told, and they are very inconsistent. So, if your little sister isn't gonna come out, oh, you told us everything, huh? Well, in that case, he takes out a dagger and he pulls your head back and places the dagger upon your throat. I don't need you any longer, do I? And there she is. Are we done playing hide and seek? Mm-hmm. Give me a spin. No. Show yourself. I bound you in a way so you could at least sit up. Good. And he presses the dagger closer to Gesh's neck. Now try and so you're Astrid. I'm Kramer Jackson. Some also call me the Brand. Anyway, now try and get up. Roll me deception. He looks at you unimpressed. It's actually so bad that I guess you even feel unimpressed by it. Basically, guess it's like you're gonna get killed. No, Kramer is like you're gonna get your brother killed. Guess it's like you're gonna get killed. Seems like your sister is not willing to cooperate, so. So, pulled up to a stand. Guess you're being pulled up to a stand. Dagger still at your throat. Yeah. So, this is how it's gonna go down. Either you just start to make sense and tell me the truth, or I'm gonna be selling powdered ragaborn and Elvius to orcs. Ogres. Ogres do so much like a good chewy elf here. Even if it's just a half elf. Don't talk too much. Who's your father? Who's your father? He puts a dagger down to your chest and starts to peel off a scale. Calcian. Ah. Well, seems like you have... Well, congratulations. It would appear that you have bought yourself a little bit of extra time to live in. Kelkian? Well, if it's a Kelkian, I believe it is. And I certainly do hope so. I'm sure you'll pay handsomely for his children to be delivered back to him. Oh, that's grand to hear. That's grand to hear. Ah, well. But can't have you stay around here without putting you to work now, can't I?
Sure you can, it's a choice.
No.
Yes, for you it's a choice, not for us.
Well. Girl, give me a spin. Need to see the assets. Matches? Hello. Oh, there you are. I've lost you for a moment. I DC'd and came back. What do you do? He said, "Sure. Well, give me a spin, girl. I need to see the assets."
I'm a much better dancer than us. Look at you dancing. It's really fun. If you need a dancer, I'll dance for you. I'll play music for you.
Oh, that's good. Now spin around, girl.
I spin around fairly quickly, trying to conceal that my bonds are cut.
Roam. A little bit hard to hide frayed frayed ropes, but you can roll me a deception with disadvantage. Didn't hear anything of that, but okay. But he looks at you like, well, since you've already undone your binds, you can unbind your feet. Come along. And he grabs Gesh by the scuff of his shirt and drags him along. So I'm gonna move this door here. Do you come along, Astrid?
I have to undo my feet first.
True. So you undo your feet, and then you follow. As you come out, you see there are a few weapon stands here. They're tied. The weapons are tied down, basically. You would not be able to get to them quick enough before somebody would be able to attack you. But he leads you.
I'm not injured, and I'm not suicidal.
I don't know about that. He leads you into a small, it seems like a meeting or feasting room. And as you come, as you come in, you see there are a few people. There's a piano and there are a table stacked at the back. Ah, everybody, see that we already have someone who's taking a bit of a rest. Well, let me help you with the entertainment of the day and the coming days. Girl, get up on the table. At the back. Yeah, yep. And you, little lizard boy, I'm gonna free your hands now. If you try anything funny, my men will take them from you. Permanently. Good. Now go play some music for us and cut your hands free. Yep. Yeah, you're just not proficient, so you can roll me a performance. Okay. It's not good, but it's not bad either. Yeah. It's
What you'd expect for someone who's playing under duress.
yeah, basically. It really is. But yes. So while you play music and the bandits in here, as well as Kramer, seems to be enjoying. He looks to you, Astrid, and say, "Well, what are you waiting for? Dance, little girl, dance. Like your life depended on it. 'Cause it does."
I
Okay, roll me performance. Yes, you can.
Yes. So Gash, he's done playing. It's a really, really sad tune. But then it's like it's so powerful and like you have to be someone who can hear it. Because that's a very nice confirmation.
Okay. Okay. You can do that, certainly. So, Astrid, you have bardic inspiration.
Too much text.
Basically, you have a D6, and within the next 10 minutes, you can roll these extra D6 to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw that you make.
Okay, I'm gonna
You
do
can
that.
wait.
I'm gonna do that with this performance then.
You can wait until you have rolled your D20 before deciding to use the bardic inspiration die, but you will decide before successfully before you roll succeed or fail.
Okay. Well, wait. So I
So,
use it now before I
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay. 1. So you get a 1 more to your performance roll.
Well, it's one level higher, I think.
You start to dance and, well, the men here seems to enjoy it. Yeah.
That's your own view.
So, at this point, Quaid and the remaining, Quaid, Yuzu, and the guards return to the camp after an hour and a half. You get to here, and you notice that the camp is abandoned. There's still smoke There's still smoke coming from the fireplaces. The wood has been left behind. It seems that they rushed out quickly. There's still dead dogs at the edge of the woods. But it's definitely clear to see that they took what they could and ran as quickly as possible, abandoning.
Probably easy to track them.
It was a large amount of people. Survival. Oh, investigation. Sorry. Probably. But as you come here, yes, the Captain Nigel, he looks around. Well, certainly looks like it's been bandit territory. Smells like it too. Seems like they left in a hurry after you found them. They found you. Yes. Certainly means that there's something up. Let's see if your family is still around. Perhaps you were lucky. You look around, Yusu. You find the traction. You see they seem to lead further north. Alright. Point out in the direction. With a 22 roll, I'd say yeah. It probably. With a 22, yeah, no. You can, no, I'm kidding. You can. You almost. You can sense, or you can like gather that by the dim of the fire, and the water that might have collected in the tracks. They've probably been good 30, 15 minutes ago.
I tell them that regarding all these circumstances, it has been only but half an hour, and we have to hurry.
That is indeed. Yes. Certainly could, certainly could. Certainly is. We should definitely look around further. Now go, see if you can find your friends' bodies around, if they're still alive, or if they haven't survived. Do you go see if you can find... You, okay. Yeah. The captain looks around and he sighs. Well, yeah, you don't find the bodies anywhere. The captain sighs as he walks around and looks around the camp. We can't not leave this wood here. It needs to be moved. And if there truly are as many as you say there are, and this is not their camp, there's likely further, or more people further in. We're gonna need more forces. Indeed. Perhaps. I'll send a runner back to the garrison and tell them to come here as quickly as possible, along with some trek horses. The rest of the current forces here, while we prepare, will make certain that the wood is stacked into the functioning carts. That way it can be moved out while the rest of the forces move upon the bandit camp. Whatever happens, it will mean that they didn't get the materials for whatever they're trying to build. We may, but attacking preemptively with not enough forces will leave far more dead on our side than need be. Rushing into these kind of things is too dangerous. I'm sorry. Yes. I understand. Family is, of course, important. I understand that. And if it was my family, I would want to rush in as well. But, as a soldier, and a man who has countless of lives currently in his hands, I need to make certain that as many of the soldiers here, as well as you, survive. We'll have to wait for a couple hours and we'll attack before nightfall.
I kick the bucket or something and scream.
It doesn't hurt, I'm saying the same. Okay. So you kick a bucket. What else do you do? biggest tent would be the one in the center.
I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything valuable.
Will I be able to finish it for you?
Yeah, definitely. He looks at you and he looks at you and nods and certainly take the time you need to prepare. He delegates the soldiers to also scout around and pick up and start to stash the wood away as one of the soldiers, of course, starts to head back as quickly as possible. You roll one of your hit dice. Do you remember how to roll a hit dice? The one that says hit dice. You have 2.
There we go, yeah.
You get 4 back. You can, yes. I mean, you have 2 hit dice in level 2. So if you want to use them both, you can do that. Okay. Yep. You should roll me a perception or investigation, since you're trying to find any clues in here.
Can it be perception?
All right, it can be perception. Looking around, take a closer look into this bigger tent. You see some maps dotting around the region of Rinestin. You also spot a note written in a language you cannot read. Or unless you can read Undercommon.
No.
No.
But I'm gonna take the note.
You take the note, okay. Doesn't seem to be any variables, goals and such.
Can I find a set between regular?
Looking around long enough, you can probably find a clean shirt. Or cleanish shirts. These are bandits, after all.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna take this note and take it to the captain and tell him I found this note so that I can.
He takes the note. This is a language I cannot read. Vera, can you read this? And he turns to Vera and hands it to her. She reads it over and sighs. Yes, I can read it. Captain, this isn't good. Oh? What's wrong? It would appear that the bandits of this region over here is working together with the other bandit groups that is infecting Rinestin. Seems like they have made a alliance for themselves.
Inside check this one.
On top of that, it seems like they're working for someone called M. You can... Roll me inside, yeah. What are you trying to inside on her?
Does she look honest? Does she look uneasy about this letter? Does she look honest?
She looks unfazed. You haven't seen her change her expression once, and even this time, At this news, her expression doesn't change. What do you do? Yeah, you're resting. The guard, the captain, Captain Truewell, takes back the note and folds it. Well, that certainly is a problem. Seems like I'll have to send this report back to the higher ups. Certainly they ain't gonna like it. Certainly it's gonna give more work to the other captains. Hopefully we'll figure out what they're using all this material for. With it they could build and amass an army of catapults or ballistas, ramming wood and more. Ramming heads. It's worrisome, certainly. But stone. Not sure what they would need all that for. Build a keep. But such a large-scale work would of course have been noticed already. They are moving materials in some way. I'm not certain how yet. We'll figure it out. As soon as we capture one of the leaders, capture the bandit group, hopefully we'll find one of them at the... well, wherever you've been able to track them to. And hopefully as well we'll find your family. For now, you should still wait. There's likely still an hour left before the rest of the forces arrive. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end it for tonight. On a certain cliffhanger. I do hope that everyone that has followed the stream has enjoyed it. I hope that you feel the intensity going on as well. Our adventure group has been split up. 2 of them taken captive and being tortured. Now possibly also being held for ransom. What is going to happen to them? We'll figure out. It's going to be really, really interesting, certainly. But more importantly, we'll see it all again and hopefully come to a conclusion of that next time in 2 weeks. Thank you from here. And I want to thank all my lovely players. The nobleman, the broman. The beautiful Lady Beatrix. The magnificent Ray Ray. And the awesome power of Crush. It's been a great session. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you do want to... Thank you. I'm glad you like it. That's the most important part. The most important part is to have fun and just enjoy things. You didn't die.